Again, dear students, we studied about the vital villages, thriving towns. Slowly, the villages it is developing as a towns that we have seen because we started to use different tools and like that. So the craft people they started to make different items according to the need of the people. So slowly it is developing. So the olden types of agriculture method it is changing. They started to use instead of these stone tools or the wooden tools they started to use iron tools. So according to that the craft people they are developing the new weapons or tools for that. So what is happening slowly they are then that is the one thing. Second thing they started irrigation also. For that purpose also they want to get some tools to make the proper irrigation. So the life it is starting with a different what we can say different craft people, and they are gathering in one place in the name of sale of their product, and the land owners or the farmers they used to come and collect the things like that. There was this craft people they was moving from one area to other area to sell their products, or slowly that towns it is developing where this craft people was living near to that slowly the town developing because it was available. Even the craft people they are coming to particular village once in a week, but if we are going to their place we will get it like that. And even farmers started to borrow or call them and come and settle in the farmers area itself because they will get tools and weapons very easily like that. We studied in that lesson. Then we are getting information about all these things from the travelers and what they written and wrote about that time. From that we are getting the information, and many means a craft work, even the coins what we are getting from that we are understanding that how it was. Then some cities it is developed in the name of administration. Some of the kings they made that for example Janpadas, Mahajanpadas, which area the ruler is living, that area it is developing because that area it is meant for administration. And with the help of craft and craft person already we discussed, and at the same time we heard about the temple towns and other things, and related to the temple the cities are developing. That again we have seen in 7th standard also. Then 9th lesson, that is traders, kings and pilgrims. So we are going to divide the people, total people, into 3 different groups. Traders, how it is helping for the development of one area or the country that we have seen, and the new kingdoms, how it is developing, and slowly how it is helping the administration of the country. And the pilgrims coming to India especially because of the presence of silk route. Silk it is development it started in China, and even it spreaded here in India. So the people used to come from far away places, even from European continent or African continent, to collect silk. So the route or the way which we was using to collect or for the sale purpose, sale of the silk, that raw area, transporting area, it was known as silk route. Then at the same time this situation we used for the spreading of Buddhism, that we have seen already with King Ashoka, how he sent his messengers to even to African countries. Then some of the pilgrims they came with different intention. They just came here in India or any other area to understand the to visit the for the sake of kings to invade that area. Some of the pilgrims they came to understand the religious things. Some of the people they came to understand the resource of that area like that. Different pilgrims came with different intentions. Then we studied about some of the Swan Sang like that. Some of the people those who came from China like that things we studied in 6th standard. And beginning of the bhakti and the development and other things we are studying in 7th standard, but in 6th standard we studied about beginning how it was, and in the name of Lord Shiva, Vishnu and goddesses Durga. In the name of these 3 gods or deities we started the bhakti movement slowly. And this bhakti it is presented in that idea, it is presented in Bhagavad Gita, and it is one of the sacred book too of Hindus. And So in the chapter we have seen the how this it is developing the bhakti movement and other things, and the how the word derived, and at the same time at the end of the lesson we are seeing that one how Christianity came here in India, and what is the teachings of one of the example also it is given. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall be see God. Like that, some of the preachers of Jesus it is given in the textbook. Then in 10th lesson we are seeing the new empires and kingdom. How the new empires it is starting here in India. Then that is Prashastis, that is in that we can see some of the like Samudragupta or like that Gupta period or Maurya's period, and then later which kings came, like that we are seeing in this chapter, a new empires and the kingdom, that chapter. Then the rulers of the Aryavarta, then like that different rulers name we are studying, and different ages we are studying. Even the cities, and in the page number 105 there was one map showing important cities and kingdoms. In that we can see that one the inner state, outer state, and Aryavarta states and major cities and cities conquered by Guptas, means Mauryan Empire or Gupta time, like that. The coastal areas was undertaken by the Guptas in Gupta period. And if you are looking to the map, Indian map on that time, the Gupta period, we can see almost Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh was under this Mauryan Empire on that time. Then we studied about Harshavardhana, then Pallavas, Chalukyas, like the different kingdoms in different area, not only North Indian, South Indian, all the kingdoms we studied in this lesson. Many name of the many kingdoms we studied. Then ordinary people, how they are making their own kingdom. For that they made some of the yajnas, and with the end of the yajna they are becoming the king of that area, ruler of that area. Slowly they are developing that one. Then we studied about the Arabia map and the desert area, and how this area becoming the communication centers for centuries, like the hub of communications for centuries, because these Arab people, they was maximum people, they played a role of merchants. So they was moving to European continent, Asian continent, even African continent. They was getting the information, and it is coming to Arab area, and that area was standing as the hub of communication. Now we are having the hub of communication here in India, that is in mainly here in Bangalore, like that. On that time it was Arabian area was the hub of communication. Then we studied about building, paintings and books. Even 7th standard also we studied about some of the structures, like that. Same thing what happened in up to 8th century, what happened here in India, like that, what type of buildings we made, what type of paintings we was making, like that things we studied in the lesson. Iron pillar what we made. Then the building in the bricks and stones we had. Then stupas we was making. Then temples making in that Garbhagriha. Then the paintings in front of the this one temples or in the caves, that we studied about Ajanta Ellora caves and the details of that one. Then the records and preserving all the stories we collected some of the Puranas and other things. Many of the literary works we lost, we never thought about to keeping these things properly, like that. Then the stories told by ordinary people, means the verbally that stories develop, means passing generation to generation, like that stories are there. Then what was the concept about science in our Indian books, that also we have seen. Then Aryabhatta, that about the we studied about the mathematician as well as he was an astronomer, and his book he written Aryabhattiyam in Sanskrit language, that also we have studied in 6th standard. Then slowly the paper means finding out of this printing technology that is started in China. Again this point you want to study in 10th standard, where the paper, who invented paper or which country invented paper, or who started the printing technology, like that things we want to study again in 10th standard. The same thing it is given in the end of the lesson, that is elsewhere. Then the two major contribution to science from Indian books, that is one of the finding out of zero from this nothing or emptiness, from that we invented zero in olden time. That is again Indian mathematicians we find out, and it was not there in Arabic or European letters, this number, and slowly Arabs taken that one and they spreaded that one even in Europe. Then Ayurveda, that is the well-known health science system. Even it is developed in the ancient times, still we are using that one, and Panchakarma, like that in different name it is known as nowadays. And that was the another one major what we can say contribution from Indian literature to science, like that we have seen. Like that we have completed our history book of 6th standard. So what we understood from 6th standard, we studied about means BCE time onwards, BCE time to 8th century, or at the end of the 7th century we studied in which class? 6th standard. And 7th standard we studied about 8th century to 18th century. So here we can see the major emperor kings, like that major one we can see Mauryan Empire means almost Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, Bangladesh altogether. It was not fully area, but many areas they had their own centers, administrative centers. So that is known as the Mauryan Empire. That was the first here in the 6th standard we studied about Mauryan Empire. With that we studied about Pallavas, like that many kingdoms name in different chapters. But in 7th standard we are seeing like that only two major group. That one is Delhi Sultanate, another one it is Mughal Emperor. So in Delhi Sultanate again we can see different families, like Lodi family, like that many families, 7 to 8 families we have seen that one in Delhi Sultanate. At the same time Mughal Emperor we have seen only one family, but their generations they was ruling, and at the end it is reaching into the hands of British people, like that we have seen. So we revised all the lessons of 6th standard. Why we are revising? Because many points we want to discuss again in 8th standard as well as in 9th and 10th standard. So we are making a what we can say fast running or a crash course on 6th standard history today. Okay, then I will send the next video with the revision of one of our lesson for 7th standard. Okay.